Welcome, everybody, to the laboratory. I'm your host, the Mav Hatter. Today, we are back with another episode of No Mage's Land, a modular unlimited story. We took a little bit of a break, but we're here and we're live. Now, the crew has gotten some much needed rest, if only for a couple of hours. Graf Eisen has been saved and is now being treated by the most professional memory mage that you know. The prison that was once known as the Shining Abyss Manufactory has been destroyed. The Hivenex company had moved their product release of the Gold Standard Morphics up to account for a corporate spy. But Tempest Plague, our favorite team here, has thwarted 3/4 of its deployment. The only district to see the enchanted foodstuff is Neednor. Does anybody have any questions?
Is there any other memory mage? I mean, a troll, a singer, a brick.
I mean, this guy was your idea, not mine. You met him the first time, and then you decided to go back to him the second time. So that's on you.
A little bit.
I mean, it worked the first time. He's just like that.
He's just like that. What else is there to say?
He grinds my gears.
And he does his job well. So where is everyone, and what are they up to in the home base of Tempest Plague, which is Pandora's second home?
Is doing the thing where you're such good friends with somebody that you basically are just like in the fridge getting snacks without asking. Like, hey, anybody else want a beer while I'm in here? Kind of thing.
That's kind of how I imagine it at this point. Even though it's only been a couple days, it's like it's the instant bond, of found family.
Well, Tumult and Pandora knew each other before. They were the ones who.
Oh yeah, Timmelt.
Yeah.
I forgot Timmelt was with us. Okay.
Yeah, Timmelt is currently a temporary member of the Tempest Plague.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna. Hey, get me something. I think I have some the alcoholic lemonade in there somewhere.
Nice. Now, in particular, I do want to focus on Xavier. Xavier, you have completed your motivation, which on the one hand is a sweet 200 experience points, congratulations, but on the other hand, it could leave him feeling simultaneously fulfilled and maybe strangely directionless. Graf Eisen, the man that has been a long time gone, thought to be lost forever, has been brought back home in one piece. Now, unfortunately, as we've already talked about a little bit here, his memory is scrambled. So Xavier has not gotten the chance for a heart-to-heart with his father, which could understandably make him feel very anxious or heavy.
Safe to assume that, yeah.
And so, where do we find him? What are his thoughts? What is he doing?
Right now, just roaming around the outskirts of the base.
So he's outside, maybe on the lawn.
Going out for a walk.
And seeing that pet raptor again, because they walk their pet raptor several times a day. How about we haven't dived too much into Pad's history at this point. Where is he at, and what is he doing?
I imagine Pad to be like kind of on the couch with a blanket, knowing that everyone else is out and about, but he's feeling kind of what would be the word? Kind of like aimless, like
Rudderless.
yeah, seeing the old friend, or seeing the scope of damage that's happening. Now knowing that there's essentially poison going out. And then, that disgusting feeling of I was once part of this. That could have been my doing.
Yeah.
And just not really sure, doesn't really quite have the motivation to get up, but just kind of soaking in the unraveling sorrow.
There's that affect of guilt. Plus, like you said, you saw Trinala for the first time since early academy days. But fortunately, you didn't make it very far out of the academy to actually do the harm that we all know the Dominators to have done. And fortunately, I guess to continue that, you didn't have much interaction with Trinala this last time. But at the same time, guilt and shame is a heavy thing.
Yeah, and despite the fact that the interaction itself wasn't long or heavily impacting her, it still hurts a little on the inside, that because then those memories start to bubble up, and then you kind of relive those moments, and you remember the joy and the fun and the closeness, and it just kind of starts to eat away, making it hard to sleep at night.
Yeah, and hard to sleep in the afternoon too.
Yeah, but Pad feels he may have dodged a cannonball, but part of him still feels like he loaded the gunpowder.
That makes sense. Benny, you can, if you want, take a second to say how Timult's feeling, but I understand if that's not something of particular interest to you.
Actually, I think Tumult is going to potentially notice where Pad's at, and just walk over and offer him a beer and be like, "But you all right there, man?"
Pat will take that beer. Little cheer of thanks. It's been a hard couple of days. I'm sure you're caught up with something by now, but I knew a lot of those people we saw, and I don't know how to feel anymore.
Yeah, actually, this is kind of relatable to myself and probably Pandora. Our families are into some things that we're not super enthused about. And we got away from it, but it is a little bit rough when the people you care about aren't the best people. Kind of makes you question yourself and everything else,
A little bit, yeah. But it's also, it's more than that. The people that I was with, they're going to hunt my family down, and they're not able to take care of themselves like that. I don't have the firepower. I don't have the money. I don't have the resources to protect them like you and Pandora do. And I don't even know how to stop it.
We'll figure it out.
I hope so. And take a swash of beer.
I do think that's a pretty powerful we, as Timult is somebody who's known him for only a few hours, but we'll take care of it. Shows the kind of person that Timult is, I think.
Yeah, the tone of appreciation's definitely there.
Timult trusts Pandora just explicitly, like just completely trust Pandora. So the fact that these people showed up with Pandora from Tumult's mindset, the trust kind of extends like that.
Yeah, it makes sense. And Pandora, if you got any thoughts there for how she's going, maybe a sentence or two.
I'm gonna give like I'm gonna like stretch out winged around both of them, like, yep, like as like sort of a hug, while also not really getting up because she's still tired. It's been a while. It's been a long couple days.
No
So
kidding.
arms don't quite reach, but wings will. Like, we'll get through this. We got this. You're it'll turn out all right in the end. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Now, so what is the team's plan of action here? We have a couple things that I believe are the directions we're going to take. One is we obviously need to get Cap, but should specify the message that Cap left. Find Duin Springward, right? And like presumably he knows that Duin can help reconnect this team. And also, we have a sample of the Gold Standard Morphics, as well as information that can be given to Isabella Stroup and Frederick Lamont.
I believe at the end of last session, I drove over to the journalists and dropped it off, the sample off, along with a brief description of what happened. On the way there, of course, I called my mother. It's semi-hysterical, telling her that I saw some Dominators attacking some Hivenex trucks, and didn't understand why. Just absolutely hysterical crying to mother, like, why they were attacking the trucks, mother? I don't understand. Why would the Dominators do this to us?
Glissa probably accepts everything that Pandora says really unconditionally. Why would her daughter lie to her? Like that's insanity. This is the woman that she's groomed and brought to adulthood with the intention of her taking over the Hivenex empire. And at the same time, she wants to get Pandora to safety, which means we might be seeing Sturm Telson make a reappearance at some point in the future.
Well, I like him, so
yeah, he's a
he
decent guy.
didn't stop me. He let us blow up a truck and didn't rat us out.
Now, something that would come up. Yeah, I know we're not delving too much into it, but something that would come up during the conversation with Isabella Stroup, Frederick Lamont, is they have a source, right? They would inform Pandora that they're keeping the original source anonymous, and they're assuming that Pandora specifically wants the same treatment. Yes. Although they can put some kind of name to the story if she'd prefer.
Is there a specific manager that she hates?
Hey, Pat, I think we're getting a little bit too much feedback from you.
I don't know what just happened there.
Okay, I will switch that.
Okay. Is there a specific worker or manager or someone that's already on thin ice that she doesn't like?
Journalist is committed to the truth. That's not really the direction.
Fair enough. All right, fair. No, I think anonymous, completely anonymous. If I can't blame someone else.
But we're not throwing the Tempest Plague into the papers to get some notoriety.
No, I'm blaming the Dominators for the attacks on the tracks.
Okay, so they're spinning it up, which they're not going to lie, and presumably you're not going to lie to the journalists, but they'll have enough information.
I told them that I saw them I told them that I saw them blow up the truck,
That's what you told the
which
journalist.
did in fact happen. And I'm going to tell them that I was informed by the rest of my team that Dominators blew up the other truck, attacked another truck. So I wasn't there to confirm or deny that one. And I explicitly saw them attack that one and blow up that one. So
And that's the story they're running with.
that is what I saw with my own eyes. Yep. Just gotta admit the fact that we provoked them into it.
Right. Just leave that part out.
Yep.
She would also ask. I have kind of like a checklist here, but she would ask about the need nor shipments. Are you planning to make a move? Ideally, breaking the news would stop citizens from falling prey to the mind control, but
This soon after the attacks on the trucks would be way too dangerous to go make a move against that shipment.
Okay.
So I would like to deal with it eventually, but it needs to cool off a little bit before I can make a move. We can make a move.
All right. That sounds good.
The button. Unless we, maybe she'll offer to go in and see if they got into that shipment.
Who got into what shipment?
We're blaming the Dominators for the 3, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. What if we pretend to try to protect the 4th?
It's already reached its final destination.
Yeah.
I don't think if that was going to be a thing, I don't think we'd actually succeed, as my mother would want to keep Pandora as far away from that as possible, because the Dominators attacked us for no reason. And Pandora's not going to be allowed to be on the front line. And you guys aren't hired by Hivenex. They don't know who the fuck you guys are, except Timmelt. But I don't think anyone's going to allow Timmelt to be involved. Actually, maybe Timmelt could have like a solo side adventure of infiltrating that.
We're going full side characters.
That could be like a thing while we deal with trying to get Cap back. Timmelt is doing that, or like maybe that could happen off screen or something, or we could figure something out later. I don't know. But Pandora's definitely not going to be allowed anywhere near them, and I doubt they're going to let Pad or anyone else, Xavier or Cap. I don't think any one of those are going to be allowed anywhere near it. They're not going to trust it. Especially if they know that Pad defected from the Dominators, which I feel like the Dominators would tell them.
It's like a double negative. You're a defector and a Dominator.
That's pretty thorough.
Exactly.
Alright.
So, the only one who might get close is Timmelt, and I'm not even sure about that.
Much as I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, Pandora, I'm not the fighter that you are. And also, setting off a civil war between our families, much as I despise both of them, probably isn't the move right now, which my presence there might do.
I did not consider the civil war angle. I considered that it might sour relations, but I didn't consider potential of a full civil war. But that is very likely to happen, especially if something goes wrong while you're there. Yeah, that would not be good for either of us or anyone in general. Not right now.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Alrighty then. So you guys, after the meeting at the pier, after the information drop, after the interview, what is the next plan?
I assume this is like the next day, and we've gotten some damn sleep.
Sure. Yeah, you guys have time to rest. We are kind of at a point where Tempest Plague has a little bit more breathing room for all of their activities.
Except for the fact that Cap is still gone.
Yeah, Cap is still gone, and the strange thing there is time constraint means something a little bit different.
Yeah. So, since we have breathing room, I think the move would be trying to get Cap back. Personally.
I would agree. We know where to look.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and where is that for the audience?
We're going to find the guy he told us to find.
Okay, I didn't know if you guys had something in mind in particular. So Brotherhood of Bedlam is the company, well, the faction that Cap was a part of. So safe to assume that you would be going to the territory owned by the Brotherhood of Bedlam.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe they would. Their chaos is their chaos magic different from my chaos magic? I think it is.
It can be if you want it to be.
I kind of always figured they kind of were, but weren't at the same time. Like, chaos magic is chaos magic, but like maybe it's just the way it functions different. But maybe that's how it works for everyone.
Yeah, it's like
Because it's chaos.
matter and energy. They're the same thing, actually.
Yeah. It's like she doesn't know how to direct other magic. It just comes out as chaos. She just knows divination.
Right, like
I could see it.
Go ahead.
I could see it being something like the difference between Muay Thai and kickboxing, where to the untrained eye it looks exactly the same, but there are just some subtle nuances to how the different arts are practiced.
Yeah. Much better than explanation than whatever the fuck I was going with that.
It's good. I mean, isn't this all just martial arts too? All these different magics?
I suppose.
I wish normal martial arts made electricity.
Static shock. Just rub your feet together. All right, so crew heads to Brotherhood of Bedlam Sanctuary. You guys are familiar with Manafont, so you know where this is already. You know, normally you probably don't want to go there. Now, it is close by Graf Eisen's shop, which is why Cap was so close to these occurrences in the first place. But yeah, short distance from where you are now. Everyone's getting in vehicles, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Oh.
We're Cat's at the main house, right? Cap's car.
It's probably been retrieved at this point. I imagine some point either last night or this morning it's been retrieved. So we have all the cars.
You have all the cars. I'm with it.
We. I think I want to leave my car and take his.
Okay.
It would be nice to, have it ready for him when we get him.
Okay, so Pat is taking the vehicle that has absolutely zero safety features. Who else is in that car?
Apparently just me.
Yeah, I was saying, like, that's... The silence speaks volumes. So Pat is by himself in Cap's car with no safety features, I might add. And then everybody else is piling into Pandora's car? Does that sound about right?
Yep.
I'm picturing Timmelt walking up to Cap's car, looking at the brakes, and just going, "Is that duct tape?" And then turning around, just going to Pandora's car.
You know, I'm impressed that it has brakes. I'm a little bit surprised.
It does kind of reek of chaos magic.
Right? All right. So, we make the trip. 2 vehicles, 3 in one, 1 in the other. Brotherhood of Bedlam Sanctuary, if you can call it that, is a series of circus tents, and many you can step in at any point if this doesn't vibe with what you imagine, because it's your faction. But series of circus tents, carnival rides, areas fairly populated with all manner of folk, exemplifying individuality and expression, which has a strange sense of conformity and belonging to it. Many mirrors can also be seen throughout the area, large and exquisite and enchanting, chaotic dances and rituals, and even the lonesome lollygagger can be seen through the crowds. Is this what you pictured for the Brotherhood of Bedlam?
Pretty much.
Right.
Punctuated by the occasional explosion.
Oh yeah, pop, pop. Big and small, right? Like, from firecrackers all the way to rockets.
They say that when you break a mirror, you get 7 years of bad luck. No wonder why it's so chaotic.
Yeah, and if you break one of these mirrors, that 7 years of bad luck happens all at once.
That's no fun.
Nope. Decidedly is not. Now, your crew, you guys aren't in disguises, right? You look like yourselves, safe to assume.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Who goes there? A face you've seen before, but may not be able to place. There's a tall barber approaching you with dark hair, wielding a barber's blade as a spell implement. He doesn't have it pointed at you, it's aimed off to the side. It's non-threatening, but showing that it's there.
Who's taking point?
We're friends of Cap.
Cap, you say? Cap was a good
Yes.
friend of mine. I'll have you know. I never heard of you, I think. What's your name?
Xavier.
Xavier. Yep, never heard of an Xavier. Well, maybe my second cousin. What do you want then, Xavier?
We're trying to figure out where Cap went. It's a bit of a story.
Yeah, long story short, he told us to come here to find him.
He told you to come here,
Did the
find him.
find-
Yeah.
I don't think he's here. I ain't seen him.
He wasn't acting like himself when he disappeared, and he did just out of the blue disappear.
He disappeared then, out of the blue. And it's a bad color to disappear, I'll say.
There was no color at all. It was just gone.
It wasn't even teleportation magic.
Just poof, gone.
Just off into the abyss somewhere.
Off into the abyss.
He,
and-
one minute,
Go
one
ahead.
second he was there, the next he was gone.
And you're looking for him here? You think he appeared here?
Not sure.
I'm not sure. He appeared. I'm wondering if he appeared here, just not here now.
Right then, that's a bit confusing, isn't it? And you just want to walk around our sanctuary, the Brotherhood of Bedlam Sanctuary, and we're supposed to let you through.
What's the name of the guy that he told us to look for?
Doing Springward.
He told us to find Dewin Springward.
Oh, it'll do yeah. That would make sense. Portal magics and all that. Disappearing all at once. Yep, out of blue. Dewin does like the color blue. Right then. Marv walks forward a bit and steps through one of the mirrors. He vanishes as soon as he touches it.
Do we follow or okay?
He's just gone.
Well, that's a new magic trick.
It's okay then.
There's a little curiosity here, a little bit of inspection work that's got to happen. Pad's gonna, touch the outline of it, see if it's like a barrier that's on the hard end. Is it like a liquid reflective metal? Kind of tap it a little bit. What's it feel like?
So you're talking about the frame itself? That frame is exquisite metal, like well crafted, silver and steel amalgam.
Okay, and a slight, almost like skimming Pad's finger across water, but on the mirror itself. How does it react?
So before you get the chance to, Marv appears and knocks Pad to the side. Are you coming then? You're just standing there staring at the door. What is this then?
New magic is always a good curiosity. Sorry, we're coming. We're coming.
He turns right back around, touches the mirror, vanishes.
Oh, because we're going through.
Didn't know we can go
See you
through
guys
mirrors,
into the
Into the mirror.
Into the mirror.
Is Timolt with us? Did Timolt leave?
Well, it's still with you.
Alright.
I hope we don't break these.
How big are these mirrors?
Large enough that you could lay on it flat and not touch the sides.
Hey, so have you ever had a situation where someone unwillingly showed up here and tried to fight through the mirror? I'm curious, what happens if only half of them, goes through?
Have you guys have touched the mirror at this point, right?
Yeah, we're through on the other side.
Yes.
As soon as you touch it, it's not like you can fit halfway through. It's when you touch it, it pulls you, lurches through a kaleidoscoping energy of 1,000 different colors. Takes you left, right, forward, up, down, thrusts you into what looks to be a crystalline cavern almost, a fun house mirror room.
Oh, God, wormhole magic. No, I recognize this. Oh, I hate it.
An interesting experience.
Take
Ooh,
off
crystal.
wings.
Wait, you said we're in a funhouse environment with a bunch of mirrors all around us?
Basically.
So Tumult is going to smile at Pandora like a very impish grin and direct a beam of light at one of the mirrors to see if he can create a laser light show effect off of it.
Yeah, he can.
Smirk back.
All right. Now I do want to focus away from the scene. We fade a little bit out. We're focusing on Cap in another timeline. At this point, it has been 5 years since you've lost your way. You'll often flicker away into alternate streams of time, but the longest that has lasted is a week before you were brought back here into this timeline, the one you had initially found yourself in. In this timeline, Marshall Windenborough, the man that you met that first night, his automatons have had a profound effect here. Where the AAC took on an anti-magic presence and the Dominators are focused on brutality and intimidation, Windenborough's automatons were much more systematic and precise. Now, the question I bring to you, Benny, is how has Cap survived And what has he been up to for the last 5 years? Everything he knows is gone.
So Cap would have survived by sticking to the very outskirts, like the slums, just the parts of town nobody else would bother with. And his magic is formidable enough and unpredictable enough that I feel like he could have maybe gathered some allies and just kind of survived in the margins that way. So he's not necessarily completely by himself at all times. And for the rest, he's just trying to find someone with an understanding of both time and dimensional magic to get him back to where he started.
That sounds good. He has found some dimensional spatial mages, some time mages, but none nearly as powerful as he needs them to be. And at this point in time, Cap finds himself as a target of the automatons. Marshall himself has decided to confront Horatio personally this time. He is armored head to toe in a mechanical suit with force fields for clawed hands and feet inside maybe one of these abandoned buildings that Cap is hiding out in.
Okay.
His voice calls out to Cap. You remember what it was before my machines? People killing each other in the middle of the streets. Violence upon violence upon violence. Why are you fighting that?
I'm not fighting it, bro. I'm just trying to survive and get back to where I came from. Hey, I have an idea. I have a brilliant idea. Cap is like shouting this out a window while still taking cover. Instead of us having a go at each other, which just wastes resources, what if you use your vast resources to open a portal to where I'm from, and I can lead the mages, the people you don't want here could just come with me. They could just leave.
You think I would let you leave with the power that you have? The power to fix things before they were ever broken? The power to rewind the clock every single time something bad happens and make it safe once and for all? The power we need to make Manafont safe once more.
Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah, that's what I was asking you.
Simply put, you can't do that. You don't deserve to leave here with that power without making it right.
Why is it on me to make it right? I didn't make it wrong. You did this.
This is better. I've made it better here. This is safer, nicer, kinder.
Cap's looking around at the burned out slum that he's hiding out in, and is going, yeah, I really love what you did with the place. You know, the charred ceiling, the dead rat in the corner. It really spruces things up here, buddy.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand. And we're fading away from that scene. Back to the rest of the group. A familiar face. We're back in the funhouse mirror, by the way. A familiar face. Alice LeChance notices Pad and approaches. Oh my goodness. I can't believe you're here. I cannot thank you enough for your help getting here. This is perfectly safe.
Perfectly safe?
Yes, these fun houses, they're fantastic skybreakers. I have not seen any dominators here at all in my time. This was a brilliant idea. If you look her over, you can see that her dress at this point is very ragged. Her Clarn Novell Model 3 shoes that Pandora noticed are completely worn to the soles.
You haven't given her new clothes?
Apparently not. Or at the very least, she hasn't accepted them.
I don't know if anywhere is perfectly safe, but I'm glad to see you again, and I'm thankful you are safe.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough. Now, if you mind, I could bend your ear for a second.
Go for it.
So I've cross-referenced some of the last known locations. Remember the Keys of Authority? We spoke about this in the sewers the other day.
Yeah.
Now, right now, my best estimation is that the Key of Authority that we are looking for, the lost key, is in the Mage Tower of Carnith Vex. As far as I can tell, Carnith Vex was the last holder of this key, and I think we'll find some answers, or if I may be so bold, you will find some answers there.
Did you find out anything about the key as in something distinctual?
Explain.
Is it a metaphorical key or a literal key?
Oh no, it's a literal key, a physical key. We've seen the diagrams. It literally looks like an iron key.
Perfect. Well, the mages were testing out these like fingerprint keys, the runic ones that they burn into the finger. I'd rather not have to deal with something like that.
Oh, don't worry. No tattoos or burnings here. It's simply we are looking for, well, arguably one of the most powerful artifacts in the world.
I like artifacts.
Good.
All right. I know this is outside the scope of what you're researching, but I'm afraid I don't know a whole lot about the tower. Is there any information you might have that could help us?
That can help? No. It's actually haunted. So they say. The only information I have it's actually harmful.
Well, I mean, some ghosts. I think we've seen worse at this point. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you. One of our friends has kind of blurred out of all existence.
Explain.
So our friend Cap, I'm not sure if you remember him. Kind of the dainty one that was usually in the back. Fun personality. It was almost like his body had been taken over while we were side questing, so to speak. And we were told to come here. And then I don't know, like, our best guess is time magic, but we had no hair of him at all.
Heavens, I have. I'll be honest. My specialty is in pyromancy and artifacts, but I don't know the first thing about time magic. I'm sorry, I couldn't be more help with that.
I wasn't expecting it as much, so thank you for that.
Oh, no
All
problem
right.
at all.
No problem at all.
So obviously, make sure everyone's up to date on this. I guess we need to go to the tower.
So Marv is still there with you guys. He's still guiding you, by the way, towards the Dew and Springward. That conversation just kind of happened off to the side.
Okay. Awesome. Yes.
So yeah, your guide, Marv, he seems to be straining his eyes as he travels through the funhouse. He motions you to follow while continuing to look for something, and after a moment, he seems to find what he's looking for. A bit of pep in his step, and he brings you to a much more obvious portal than the mirrors themselves. We're going through here, then.
Sounds good.
Yep.
I'm closing my eyes. The kaleidoscope sucks.
Yeah, so through one portal, then another, before you find a small young portal mage in this very serene crystalline structure. It looks like you're in the inside of a crystal and you can't see much of anything on the outside.
Ooh, this is cool.
So almost instinctually, Pad's gonna kind of edge the electricity just to make sure he still has it.
Yeah, he does. No anti-magic here.
Force of habit. Always got to know.
Makes sense. Yeah, so Dune sees you come in, this young, small portal mage. Yo ho! Who are you then?
I am me.
No, I'm me. You are not me.
You're not me.
I really hope you
go.
brought snacks, because this is just going in circles.
Did we bring snacks?
I don't carry them with me. Wish I
don't
did
know.
sometimes, but I don't carry snacks.
For
I
shame.
don't think we have snacks.
You would come into my house and not bring snacks with you?
Were we supposed to?
I didn't know. Sorry.
Yes, we're done now.
Somebody's,
I suppose we don't have time to go in circles then. I'm Pad.
somebody's echoing really fiercely there. Tumult will pull out a thing of breath mints and offer one.
I suppose this counts. So, what brings you here?
Someone else explain it. I'm tired of explaining it.
Friend
Where-
Cap disappeared, and before he disappeared, he told us to find Duin's Springward.
Oh yeah, that's me. I sent you to the right place. He disappeared then. It was time magic, they said. Time magic. Okay. Yeah. That tracks.
We're theorizing. His magic was a little bit chaotic to say the least. But there's no sign of him, and he just disappeared. But there wasn't any kind of teleportation magic involved.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we could still get to the bottom of this, I think. My specialty is a bit more teleportation, but I think I can help with maybe the rest of it as well. Where did you say that he disappeared?
Pad's gonna glance over.
We probably need to tell the story to actually get help. I don't think we'll be ratted out to the Dominators. Not here.
Yeah, maybe not.
So we were breaking into an underwater prison.
An underwater prison. That's probably the best kind. Well, speaking from the prison side of things, I don't think the prisoners would like it very much.
No concern
no.
that they wipe out their memories.
That's probably smart too. These are very good prison holders.
Yeah, but we broke in and broke out, so I don't think it exists anymore. I think we broke it.
Ah. That's smart
Anyway.
on your part.
Well, more specifically, Cap broke it on his magic journey to side quest away from us.
Okay. Yes, let's go to that prison. Where did you say it was? You guys probably mentioned that it's in Vicario Lake. Yes?
Yep. Probably give the
Eventually.
actual full story.
What'd you say, Benny?
Anything?
I thought I heard your voice. Yeah. All right, then. I will meet you at Vicario Lake. And he disappears like that.
Couldn't have taken us with him.
You would think. You would think he could have. But I think he enjoys the prank more than he would have loved to bring you along.
Tumult is just going to say, I like him, and he's going to offer Pandora a breath mint.
I'll take the breath mint.
Do you think my breath stinks? Nah, I'm just kidding.
Is that other guy still with us?
Yeah, Marv's still there. He's not really about to let you guys wander around the Brotherhood of Bedlam Sanctuary unattended.
I think we need to go back out, which means back through all those portals. Pat on the back.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I guess we're done here. Could you help us get back, please?
Right
Don't they
then,
teach you portal magic? Don't they teach you portal magic in Dominator School? Like, I think that would be really useful.
I was an infiltrator specialist. I didn't have a need for that.
I feel like that should be the opposite of true.
Yeah,
Infiltrator
that would
with
be
a portal.
the best one to have
Well-
with portal magic.
Portalers are for the lazy. I like the challenge.
Right then, it's just back the way we came, and Marv leads the way through all the portals and then through the funhouse mirrors.
The whole time we're arguing about magical infiltration versus conventional infiltration.
I'm just listening in the background.
And Pat is adamant that conventional infiltration can't be stopped with the magic nullification.
I think the rest of his powers could, though.
While Pat is talking, Tumult is going to create an illusion that's like a miniature caricature of Pad, just running its mouth, not making any noise, but just flapping its mouth.
Pandora is trying so hard not to laugh.
I just turn around and cover my mouth after seeing it.
Alright, so crew finds themselves back at the vehicles. Off to Vicario Lake then.
Yep. Ped still has the car that has no safety features.
The Catmobile is a genuine beauty, thank you.
Something
10 out
that,
of 10 safety hazard.
something you guys do notice that isn't really important to you guys, I don't think. But you overhear a conversation about a group of the Brotherhood of Bedlam. It sounds like they are about to take a retaliatory attack against 6th Street Steel for what they did to one of the Brotherhood members named Joey.
That
Probably.
sounds familiar.
It would sound familiar. The other day, in Cap's apartments, you overheard an attack, or you overheard that Joey, one of the young Brotherhood mages, got himself into some trouble with 6th Street Steel, and it sounds as though from this conversation that 6th Street Steel got him back. And this seems to be a further escalation.
6th Street Steel was one of the people that was out there during the was it 6th Street Steel and the non-magic people that was there that one time?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like 6th Street Steel has multiple fronts that they're beefing on there.
That sounds like a headache we're gonna have to deal with eventually, but for now we need to get Cat back.
All right, and then the crew drives off. Pat and Cap's vehicle, and then everybody else in Pandora's. Xavier probably in the back of Pandora's car, with Timmelt and Pandora being in the front seat.
I'm bullying Timmelt into driving.
I know we had people back. We didn't fight them. We told them, buzz off. Do we remember the names of the people from 6th Street Jail?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking everybody. I know you have it written down. That's not fair.
I don't.
I don't remember anything in general.
All right. So we're gonna put a pin in this spot and start saying we need to remember these things because it's gonna come back to bite us. But we'll have to take the L for the moment. Anyways, onward. I'll follow you.
Onward. As before, the drive to Vicario Lake is long and winding. You travel past urban and suburban and rural parts of Manafont, back and forth between degrees of civilization. After a great while, you arrive at the lake. You can see the few original structures buckling under the weight of the water, tilting inward towards the lake's center. Presumably, the Shining Bis Manufactory has already begun its transition to an underwater habitat. There is more of a crowd than previously, as the lake has become a crime scene over the past couple days. Several journalists and radio reporters can be seen documenting the location.
Yay.
That's not good for either of us to be spotted.
Agreed.
Dewin's voice appears from nowhere, as you are all, I guess, trying to avoid being seen. What took you so long?
I'm not necessarily trying to avoid being seen. I'd picture like Xavier and I being more scouty because we're not as recognizable.
Yep. I was mostly talking to Tybalt when I said we shouldn't be seen. Because we're too noticeable.
But there's definitely a jump back on that one. Whoa!
What took you guys so long?
We had to fucking drive.
Yeah, I haven't driven in years. Wait, have I ever driven?
Why?
No, I can't say that I have.
Wonderful. So, we're here.
All right, and I will get started. Dewin has his hands up. He's feeling the energy. He is not casting yet, but you can see he's got his eyes closed. He's focused. Ah, I see. Oh, Horatio, he's been stuck in a time stream. Happens to any true time traveler at least once in a good while.
You can
We
feel
know
that?
his real name is Horatio.
We do.
Okay. I couldn't remember if we knew that or not.
It wasn't really anything like super significant. I don't know why he wanted to hide it, but he was telling us while we were in the waterway, I believe.
You watch as Dewin throws his arms to the sides. 100 symbols of bright light overlay each other until he crosses his arms back. Then the lights merge in front of him. They begin to shape into nearly legible writing, flashing quickly in series, letters, words, iconography, a language of absolute truth. And if you had to guess, this was Cap's history as it is written. I can feel his untethered time signature. Strangely entangled with one, no wait, two others. This won't be easy.
That does not sound pleasant at all.
No, it doesn't. Or good.
True.
What's making it harder?
You might call it destiny, but it's fabric of time. I can. Yes. The words begin to arrive in triplicate rather than as an individual, as though they've been extracted from each other. A triangulating stream of information. Unfortunately, this display has caught the attention of surrounding crowds.
Ah, fuck. Maybe, Tybalt, could we hide this? You have illusions. Get you illusion that it's not there.
On it, Tumult's basically creating an illusion of whatever would be seen if the light show wasn't happening.
Sure. Do you have that character sheet up?
No, but I can momentarily. Bear with me a sec.
I can try to help with the illusion.
Sure.
Tumult and
I'm gonna help go. We're gonna have to speed this up, so I'm gonna supercharge your power and put my hands on it. And
so this is manipulation and light magic. What am I rolling?
The double keyword button. Yeah.
Looks like 16 plus whatever bonuses I get from the others.
Yeah, that's 16 total. That is your bonuses. With 16 from Tumult, 16 from Xavier, and 20 from Pat Storm calling. Plenty of power into masking the energy here.
We're not here.
We're not here. It's kind of funny because you were there. People start walking, or not like a lot of people, but a couple of people notice you, and then you disappear, and it's almost more suspicious that way.
well, it's not that we disappeared per se. It's maybe the illusion is we ran off at super fucking speed. Sorry. Super speed.
Super speed. Yeah, so we return to Cap's time minutes after we left off. Is Cap trying to get away from his opponent? I guess you can call him an opponent, but not really. Marshall.
Yeah, if he's not able to talk sense into the guy, he's just gonna try to get gone.
That makes sense. And using time magic, I'm assuming.
Sure, it's gone so well so far.
Right. Now, the thing about Marshall's suit is it is enhanced. It is fast. As fast as your time magic is making you, he's only slightly slower than that. So he's almost able to keep up. Why not make things better when you have that power? You can literally fix anything you want. You can help anyone.
Trying to help myself here, bro.
Bruh. And with a flash, Cap is back home. Before he even sees it, before he even hears anything, he can feel it to be true without any of his external senses. Like he had been submerged in a wave of comfort that had been missing for 5 years.
Is he visibly older?
I'll leave that up to Benny.
5 years of running around as a refugee. I'm going to go with yes, he's definitely visibly older. And just, he's older, he's thinner, and just generally more ragged.
You're
Okay.
back. Oh, you've seen better days.
Yep, we're gonna have to get you home, get you probably some new clothes, get you probably a bath. Food,
That
definitely.
was incredible. Thank you, Dune.
Don't I know it? Hey, Cap, it's good to see you. It's been decades, I think.
Been a while. Thanks for the help, buddy.
Oh, no problem. I'll catch you next time. And he portals away.
Anyway, Tybalt, Cap, Tybalt.
Hi, self.
So, what did I miss?
Not much. We blew up some trucks. Well, no, wait, the Dominators blew up some trucks. He says, glancing around. Correct herself.
Dominators, right.
Yep, but yes. We can talk the rest of the way. Go on your car, or your death machine, or
Your safety hazard vehicle.
All right, well, let's not stand on ceremony. Let's get out of here.
All right, so everyone's piling back into the vehicles. Luckily, you didn't draw too much attention, so whatever is in the crowd, if there were any threats, didn't notice you. You like that? It's a bit of subtlety there on my part. Cap's driving his own car with Pad there, I'm assuming?
I would hope so. I don't want to drive it.
And then Pandora is driving Tumult and Xavier.
unless I can get Tumult to drive again.
Yeah, Timo can drive. Why not?
All right, and that is where we're going to conclude today's session. Yeah.
Now that we have Cap back, are we gonna drop Tumult back off and to do his side shit, go back to his own life?
I would imagine so, unless you guys wanted to enlist him for other things.
I mean, he's a fun he could be fun as a reoccurring character, but I think next episode we'll probably say goodbye. I imagine because I don't think Benny wants to play two characters. Sorry if I'm being presumptuous.
Story-wise, it would make sense to have him kind of working from behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That and Tumult's abilities aren't really. It's not just that they're not ideal for combat. He's got a specific set of abilities that are fun to play, but they're not necessarily useful for the kind of adventure we're on.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He could be helpful for other points, but he has things we need to do. He needs to do some sabotage to do for his own work.
That tracks. He's currently in your guys' kind of like supporting cast. You know, characters like Alice LeChance, Maudlin Marv, obviously Tumult and Dewin. All these characters that you are building up rapport with over time. All right. With that being said, let's talk most challenging and favorite parts.
Well, obviously, most challenging is remembering what we've already done, and as a team, we definitely need to do better on our note taking or something. Because I don't know about you guys, but I really feel like we're missing something big here. So that's our most challenging, and I personally am probably the biggest contributor to that because I didn't write anything down.
I didn't even think. I'm not writing shit, and I'm not gonna start now.
I think I will. I think that's something that I personally need to change, and it is kind of a personal challenge. I do feel like we were given a lot more opportunity to role play this time, and I'm going to make that my highlight. Like, it was nice to be able to sit there and kind of converse. Having the team talk to each other like that was really cool. And Benny, that was amazing. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you like that.
Yeah.
For challenging part, I'd have to agree with Pat on that. We did not take notes at all. And we're going to have to switch that up. None of us took notes on anything that was important, and that's what we should be doing. So that we can have it backed up for later. As for the favorite parts, The small little conversations were just funny.
Hell yeah. All right. How about Benny?
Most challenging was switching back and forth between playing Cap and Tumult, just because they're such different characters, and even at this point in the story, they were in very different circumstances. And I guess having Cap return as chaotically as he left, like I was expecting him to be gone a little bit longer and have a little bit more of an elaborate thing he would have to do to return. But I think in hindsight, it makes more sense with who Cap is as a person, that just some things and stuff happened and he disappeared for 5 years of his time, and some other things and stuff happened and now he's back almost to the day where he left.
Right? Yeah. It is like the two characters are vastly different. Whoa, I had a thought there and I think I lost it, so apologize for that. Yeah, we can move on to most challenging part for you then.
Oh, most challenging was the playing the
Oh,
different
yeah.
characters,
You're right,
switching back and forth.
Then favorite part is the one.
Yeah, favorite part was the return.
Nice. Solid. And then that leaves Noelle.
Challenging. I feels like shit. that is physically feel awful.
That is
Nothing to do
definitely-
with the game. I just am awful, feeling awful.
That's a challenge. I appreciate you showing up though, making it happen.
The favorite part, I did like the interactions between everyone. Especially Pandora and Tumult showing like just how well they know each other and just joking around with each other. That was fun. Very fun.
And maybe Tumult will just be around a lot more rather than like being an active part of the story. We can still have him appear here and there.
Yeah. He's a fun character to play with.
Alrighty, folks, that is 245 experience. You have our good friend Xavier to thank for that because he achieved his major milestone there. Speaking of, over the next week or so, think of Xavier's new motivation. Now that he's accomplished his motivation, he needs a new one.
Will do.
Right. And then obviously you get 1 AP for every session.
What was it? It was 245.
Yes, 245 experience, and I'll update Noelle's for Pandora.
I have a total of 1,350 experience, and I'm not sure how to spend all that.
Nice. Yeah, you can upgrade your highest skills. The cap is 6. Plus, there's a bunch of.
You said 245?
Yes, 245. There's a bunch of talents you can take. We can talk about that. Go ahead.
Real quick, my will score is 4. What would it take to upgrade that?
4 AP. Yeah, your current level, basically.
Okay.
And if you guys want, next session, we can start out with some experience spending.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts, questions, ideas, concerns?
As far as I'm aware, no.
Nope.
Good side quest and roleplay without combat still came out good. Hopefully you don't have to have combat in every single round.
Yay.
Yeah. I could have had combat. I was debating it. I was like, let's square away where we're at, close off this kind of act of the story. And then we can move on to, like, this is kind of conclusion of Act 1, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and there was an opportunity for combat. We could have sat there and tried to fight our way through it while she pulled him back, or he.
I feel like combat would have felt really tacked on and unnecessary, if I'm honest.
I agree with that.
Yeah, well, which is why we. It was like it was unified in our decision immediately without even talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, folks. Thanks for playing. Thanks to anybody who's watching this at home, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube. It means the world to me that you guys are participating in this, and it means the world that everyone who's watching this or taking an interest in it continues to show that support. So let us know what you're thinking of the story. Let us know what you're thinking of the game. Please come over to the Discord or leave some comments, and I read all of those. So that being said, I will catch you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.